So what you will learn in this video is how to identify an inverse fair value gap, how to enter at New York Open from the first inverse fair value gap, where to put your stops and where to take your profits. This is a one session trading day each day. Make sure you stick around to the end, and then let's jump straight to the video. Alright everyone, so in this video we have our Asia session, we have our London session, and then we have our New York session. So Asia, London, New York. So this is a mechanical strategy that we're going to use. You don't need any bias. It will have a higher success rate if you count in your daily bias. But for this video, we are only going to do it without the daily bias. So we don't really care what happens in Asia or London. We're waiting for New York, and we're waiting for New York Open to happen. So let's say this line is New York Open. Let's just make this a little bit bigger. Let's say this is New York Open. And we then are going to wait for the first fair value gap to form. And then what we want is this fair value gap that's forming, we want then to be inversed. So that would look something like this. So if you have, after New York Open, you have your first fair value gap, we want price then to break through this gap, and we want a retest then into this inverse fair value gap, and then continue. And we are going to put our, if we enter here, we're going to put our stops below the low or the high, and then we're going to target a 1 till 2 risk reward, and you are going to take partials around 1.1. So after you took partials, you can move your stop loss a little bit tighter, or you can break even, and then you have a risk-free trade. So really simple to follow. Wait for New York Open, wait for the first fair value gap to form, wait for that fair value gap to get inversed, wait for a breakthrough, not a wick, a candle closure. Then you are going to wait for the retest, and then you're going to enter the trade, and you're going to put your stops above or below the most recent high, and you're going to target a 1 till 2. So let's go to some chart examples and have a look. Alright, so we are in New York. We are 5 minutes before open. Let's see what happens at open. So we're waiting for the first fair value gap to form after New York Open, and then we want it to get inversed, and then we enter from the inversed fair value gap. So we're waiting for the first fair value gap after New York Open. Here we go. We created here. We can extend price. We can extend this block right over here. And now we wait for price to break through. Then we can enter on the retest right over here. And you can put your stops above this high. And you can target a 1 till 2 risk to reward trade. And you can break even at 1 till 1. Let's see. Beautiful trade. 1 till 2 risk to reward trade. Let's go to the next example. Alright, so New York is about to open. There we have our opening candle. Now we wait for the first fair value gap to form right over here. And now we want price to break beneath it. There we go. Stops above that high. You can enter on the retest as well. And you can target a 1 till 2 risk to reward trade. And you can take partials or break even at 1 till 1. There we go. Beautiful trade. 1 till 2 in 15 minutes from the retest all the way down to profit. Let's go to the next example. Here is a quick word for the sponsor of this video, Flux charts. Like you notice, I've been using them lately in all my videos. They have paid and free indicators. We're here on their website. They have advanced trading tools for smarter trading decisions. Like you'll see here, it's indicators that literally draws out everything for you, that remove the guesswork. It even has AI signals, customizable alerts. You can easily pinpoint trading opportunities. You can customize these indicators to suit your trading style. If you are someone that likes backtest and you want to see if your strategy worked, I'm going to make a video of this in the near future as well. You can backtest your strategy with ease with their back screen tester. And as well, if you go to guides as here, everything is here that you need to know. If you want to find out, for example, a little bit more about the price action toolkit, I use this one a lot in all of my videos. You will see everything that this indicator have. So let's click, for example, on the fair value gap, and it will take you through a fair value gap, what a fair value gap is, how to change the settings on the indicator, and how this indicator works step for step for step. Remove the guesswork, get Flux charts, test it out. Link is in the description. And let's get straight back to the video. New York is about to open. Let's wait for the opening candle. There we go. Now we wait for a fair value gap to form. There we have formed it. Now we want price to break through to the upside. And we're going to wait for the retest. There we broke through. So now we're going to wait for the retest right over there. You can put your stops below this low, and you can target a 1 till 2 risk to reward trade. Let's see what happens if we get tagged in. We got tagged in right over there, and price ran to our take profit. Let's do one more example. Okay, so New York is about to open. There's the opening candle. Now we wait for the fair value gap to form. The first fair value gap has not formed yet. Has not formed yet. There we go. Our first fair value gap has formed. Now we want price to break beneath it. There we go. Now we are going to wait for the retest, and let's see if we get tagged in 1 or 2 risk to reward trade. And we got tagged in right over there on the retest. It's actually, we just missed it like with a pip. Depends on your spreads if you got tagged in or not. But as you can see, it went down beautifully. Alright, so let's just quickly recap this one. If New York opens and we get our opening candle, we want price to create a fair value gap, and then we want price to turn this fair value gap into an inverse fair value gap. We're going to wait for the retest and then continue down in this example, vice versa for the uptrend. So you wait for New York open, you wait for that first fair value gap, you wait for it to turn into a inverse fair value gap, you wait for the closure, you enter on the retest, and you target a 1 or 2, and you take partials and break even at a 1 to 1 risk to reward trade. Alright everyone, hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you like this video. Also, go have a look at Flux charts. Link is in the description, and then I'm going to see you in the next video. Cheers.